decided to zero in on an Akure-born entrepreneur, Olarewaju Olaide Adewale. Olaide, who have come to be referring to as Ola, so that when by the grace of God in government, you hear me called Ola. I'm simply referring to him. Standing next to me by the special grace of God, we will give this state rest in governance. This is a state that has known the turmoil of political brigandage, all manner of plays, interplays, accusations and counter accusations. Once in this state, the deputy governor was stopped by the police right in the government quarters and told he cannot drive out with his official vehicle. What an embarrassment to Ondo State, where people known for honor. That is the reason they often say that we are a stubborn set of people. It's because we have values and we keep to those values. But something has become almost of a practice, particularly with the ruling party. Both here and even at the national level, there is no boundary to politics. No boundary to politics. After election, there should be governance. And in Ondo State, come November 16, there will be transition into a new government under the PRP by the special grace of God. And through the votes of the populace, this time around there shall not be sold by the special grace of God. And come February next year, Allah will be standing right next to me to serve you people in Ondo State. As shall be servant leaders, we shall be highly responsible and be ready to be held accountable for our actions and inactions. Let me use this opportunity to respond to a trending issue. As to the governor of Ondo State, whether by his directive or at least the government has not denied it, opposing autonomy for local government. Very laughable. If the government or the governor has made a categorical statement within a few minutes after that thing happened, to me, His Excellency Governor Loke Ayedatiwa, the governor of Ondo State presently, to me will not be culpable. If they have come out to deny it, they won't. But there is a funny thing I find about this my brother, because he is a sunshine. I regard him as a brother. And he's older than me in age. So I'll be careful. But we must tell ourselves the truth. You assume power to me by sheer providence. December last year. And the singular thing we have seen in you since then is a mad rush, crazy, selfish, ambitious desire to hold on to power. You even have the effrontery to congratulate the state when you were inaugurated as a new governor of Ondo. You are congratulating us for losing a governor or what? Are you telling us that our medical system is so bad that we have to lose a governor in power? Or you are telling us Aketi was so worse or terrible that we have to lose it? The state is money. You are giving them congratulations for losing your principal, who opened his mouth to say, practically handing over to you that you will be the one to succeed. Whether it was a prophecy or not, I don't know. It's there in the news. At a very critical time like that, you made statements that were touching on the emotion and the feelings of people. I'm afraid Number two, back to the issue on the table. I've also heard Honorable Edema, the now candidate of NNPP, coming out with the effrontery to criticize the government for opposing local government autonomy. I also find that I found the rather very, very unbelievable. Honorable Edema, as we all know, was a member of the APC. As a matter of fact, he did mention it, if what they put in the news is correct, that he hereby renounced the membership of the APC after he had first of all in his statement accepted the governorship candidature or candidacy of NNPP. How could you even have become the governorship candidate of a party that when you were still a member of another party? That's for them to, because there is this attitude with the All Progressive Party or Congress that Sunshiners should come to terms with. It's a political party that if you are talking to a lizard in APC, you should give it a distance, because it can suddenly turn to a lion. It can suddenly turn to a crocodile. Just anything can happen in that party. Or else I do not see the reason why Honorable Edema will open his mouth to criticize the man who was your governor, even while you were accepting the candidature of another party. Number two, he did mention once that he is the most qualified to continue the legacy of late Aketi, who did not give autonomy to local government. I'm afraid. So sometimes our people just talk without thinking. We are therefore telling Sunshiners that the move now by Honorable Edema to claim to be a saint is suspicious, it's unacceptable, and Sunshiners should be aware of it. Criticizing Ayedatiwa for opposing local government autonomy is he does not have moral standard for it. You are just the immediate past NDDC man, the Londo State chairman. And because your party, whatsoever you feel happened, they said they lack internal democracy. Yes, we all saw it during this, it's before everybody, the shamble they called primary. Unfortunately for us in this country, why I was thinking I will see one good thing in body language that will come out of that party. Somebody also gifted the liberty of about 400,000 Sunshiners. At least that's what they mentioned. That you paid 100 million to revalidate their membership in that party. You also claim that you gifted their liberty and they are paid to your president because he's been 1 year in office. So if a celebration of 1 year in office is to eat the liberty and the political freedom of Sunshiners, I doubt what that is. But we lay that to rest for now. And we watch how things play out in the nearest time. We must, however, put on note that to us in the PRP, the issue of local government autonomy is not an issue. That's the one we are known for. It's the third tier of government. There is no reason. In fact, to us in PRP, it is so bad at the level of the local government now that any election you go to hold at the local government will produce leaders that did not go through the right leadership selection process. Is it their party? Because I've also heard ODX saying there is no going back on local government election, there is no going back. And I kept asking the question, which election? Your party divided against itself, flogging its delegates on the day of your primary election so that somebody will not vote. Is that the same party that will produce to us leaders that are the down at the grassroots? No, not in Ondo State. We have gone ahead to reform our people, and we mentioned this in 2020, that we will even leave this local government, or we will go down to the world level. We will create community development associations there. 204 In the 203 wards in Ondo State, the fourth ward, the third one on top is because a particular ward is so large that we feel the intervention will not be impactful on that ward, very direct, and that is the reason we will divide that ward into two. Not politically delineating it, we don't have that power, but we will do it for administrative purposes so that we can reach the downtrodden, we can reach our people at the grassroots. So the autonomy of the local government is not an issue. We believe so much in Ondo State that is even a platform to groom true leaders that will go and lead their people at the level of the local government. Gentlemen of the Christ, our people, sunshiners, home and abroad, we thank you all for listening to us. And for those of us who are seated right in the secretariat, we will want to hear one or two things from you after Ola has spoken to you. There is a spirit in PRP, we say the same thing. Truth does not need defense. If it is a truth there, it will be a truth here. We can't have them taking us back to 1960 Nigeria we hailed it as an achievement for 1 year in office. It is time to move forward. Even the English in the thing is not today's English. So the children will start to rack their brain. Give us good road. It's no longer I left Abuja, the supports are in bad shape. And yet, Mr. Wike is brandizing the roads in Abuja that they scraped and resurfaced and painted. We know those roads. Is that development in a country like ours? We know what dollar was when they came to power. Today we know what dollar is. The other day, they were trying to artificially force dollar down. We just laugh. Maybe they think the education they destroyed did not still produce of people with their brains intact. The dollar they brought forced down to 1,002 and 1,001 or thereabout. We now know what the dollar is saying. Well, until this country produce, we are going nowhere. And that's why it's our goal number 3 agenda for Ondo State. We will deal with our economy by way of production. Human capital development is number 2. Number 1 is security. Number 4 is infrastructure. And number 5 is that in Ondo State we will make tourism of everything we do, that people will like to come here to come and see how we do it. We thank you all. May the Lord continue to bless this state. And may He continue to bless Nigeria. And may He bless our party and people. Thank you all. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, get to PRP. Victory. I'm privileged to announce to you that I'm receiving this opportunity of being the next deputy governor of the state. I'm telling people about those two today. PRP want to give this state another opportunity to enjoy a good governance. The era of battling in between PDP and APC is gone, and we will not return back to that state. What this party stands for is development, and we ensure that the people want to show for the IGR will. The IGR will make every month. Look at this, our neighboring state, the states. You cannot compare Ado City Saturday with Akure. Move around the town, there's nothing to show that this is state capital. As PRP government will deliver a good dividend of democracy by giving us to this state. Thank you. We open the floor now for questions, clarifications on any issues, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Salah Shiri. I have a question from the incoming deputy government. Sir, we would like to know your antecedents, particularly the educational and otherwise.
My name is Olariwaju Olaide. So, I schedule that science. After graduation, I worked fidelity bank in 7 years. So that I venture into business, and today I'm a proud farmer, sometimes businessman. I'm into piggery. I have a farm, merchants, and today I'm the chairman of those two businesses. So I believe with this experience, I'm qualified to be the next deputy governor. Politically, if you are talking about as well as is it experience as a politician,
as a political office holder,
office holder
is not needed.
No need that function.
Yeah, the next question goes to you, sir. You've talked, you've heard a lot of things you've spoken to. And I want to believe this and same ways politicians talk to people. The same way they talk, they are going to do this is bad, these people have done bad, they're going to do this, they're going to revamp this, they're going to reform this. But at the end of the day, by the time they get to power, the steps remain. In fact, to some extent, they make themselves incommunicable to those that voted them in. So I will make sure that what we have said here, we will not repeat it safe, going by what we have around.
Thank you so much, my brother. This is the Constitution of the People's Federation Party. There is a provision in this Constitution. Now, one of the things Nigerians want to know is that you can pick the constitution of a political party. Yes, they really destroyed our education system. Because if we were to have the education our fathers have, then you will know that you can pick the constitution of a political party and head to court against it if it's in government. If that's from government. Your constitution says this. This is not what you are doing. Your constitution says this is not what you are doing. It is clearly written in this place. It is only in PRP that your ward can request for you report on the manifesto of the party. What have you done about this? PRP has 5 principles and 33 programs. Please, let us listen to this. This party has the culture of asking its servants, the people that are elected to serve, to come and explain periodically your performance according to this thing. You know, in Nigeria, one of the problems we have today, once you become a governor, you become the generalissimo of the party. The president ditto at the national level. It's not like that in PRP. The people voted you to be the governor. You are not the chairman of the party. The party can call you to order. That is number one. Number two, a similar question has been asked me once while I was outside consulting. How are we going to know what you are telling us now is the truth? I said 2 ways. One, the man that gave you all the promises before, did you ask him how he will achieve those things? Now I've given you, by the way, I have a proficiency certificate in monitoring and evaluation. I'm an M&E expert. You cannot mention most of what they tell our people. I just mentioned to you security of lives and property. That is an impact. What is your input? We don't ask them. What is even the baseline you are in today? We don't ask them. I was to go to Ose for consultation. I was told not to go, that they usually kidnap people on the way. I said, God knows I'm going for truth. It will allow me to come back free. But I was happy I went to Ose. That part of Ondo State is as if it's not part of us. I I was sorry for the people of Idoali. When I went through their road, and one funny thing, I even decided I was going to drive one of the vehicles that went to Ose. I said, I want to apply the road myself. My brother, I fell for those people. There must be, I have said something. There must be a baseline, otherwise I won't even mention whatever APC and PDP have. We have enough to tell our people, it's already in our manifesto, that we do not have time to even talk about their failure. So I want to ask, I want questions that will ask me how. For example, for the first time in Ondo State, we will have Ministry of Internal Security. Amoteco will be domiciled at the world level. That CDA we are creating, a lot of things will be happening from there. These guys just gather themselves in Alabaka, appoint commissioners, one per each local government. Just is a ministry of government is either a statutory ministry or is an intervention agency. What is this ministry? This is Ministry of Works. To be renamed Ministry of Works and Infrastructural Development under us. This is Ministry of Works directly in front of us. We will divide it into three. Their head will be here. They are going to the three local governments. There will be no room for an engineer in Ondo to wear suit to work. You are on the field. I told the student community, you will not be away from school and be at home pinging and banging. No, sir. You will be on the field. You will be in the farm. In the area of your calling in school, you will start your IT the day you get admission in Ondo State. When you come back from school, you resume to the ministry that will be handling your affair. This is our inputs. These are the inputs. Your input combined with your activities will tell you where you are going. I mean, we pray a lot in our climb here. What are we doing about removing these incompetent people from office? That is the input. That is the input. We know where we are today in education in Ondo State. When last did we produce any kid that competitively competed in WAEC? When last did you hear that the Sunshiner participated in national athletic thing? What we have outside are less busy youths, and many of them are going into all manner of vices. There are inputs. These guys are clueless. Somebody just wants to become governor. To do what? Nobody has asked him. And unfortunately, even men that we're supposed to run to if we're in trouble in this land are even helping them just for political benefit. Sunshiners, I don't close my things by saying, may God help us. That is for the pastors to pray for us. Ours is a call to governance, and that we will do. Because if you do not act, God will not act for you. My brother, whenever they mention what they want to do, that is impact, sir. Ask them for their input. I'm giving you professional language. Ask them for the baseline now. Say, ask them. Go to go to CAC. 70-something kids inside one class. I was asked, what will you do with shuttle bus? I said, he said every kid in Ondo State that is riding in. Why will I use shuttle bus to go and bring children from a place and come and put them in a class that has no space for them? Why using shuttle bus to pack kids to a class where there will be 75, 80, where you can build another school there? When the lands are wasting, these are the issues. I will close by saying, if the governor does not steal, nobody working under him will. So we should ask them for what they are using their resources to do as they prepare to leave office. They are scampering around. Maybe they will bring the money out to come and buy food again. But Sunshiners, I trust you that this time around you will allow your honor to rise up and to defile every machinations to keep this state where we are today. Ours is a political party since 1978. Labor. PRP is pro-labor. Are you following me? I have said it categorically when Labour was asking for 470,000. I said it's not possible. But will you blame them when the senator is using an SUV of 150 million? Will you blame the teacher that cannot pay house rent? Blame Labour and all their arms for making such demands when they are saying even the essay to the senator is collecting 620,000 in a month. All they do is to approve loan for this country. They go and borrow it and they bring it and root. I have been the national secretary of PRP, and we have spoken to these people over and over again. We cried when Buhari was doing it. Senator Lama said we are good houses. We've started crying again. This government is taking us down the drain again. You will continue where Buhari stopped, and he has continued truly. Sunshiners, we should deliver ourselves once and for all from this erosion that is driving everything good into the ocean, and rise up as people who have a tomorrow. We are a key country. We do not bow at the shrine of state gods. We should be a people that we are known for. This is how far I can answer your question, my brother. And if you have another one, I will explain it. But please note, whoever tell you we will, ask him how. How? How? Thank you so much. Any other question?
I still have another question.
Please raise it.
Yeah, over time, the issue of vote buying has become the order of the day.
It's a national embarrassment.
Yeah, considering the economic situation of the town, it is difficult for somebody that has not eaten, for probably for the past 24 hours, to say, no, I will not collect 5,000 before I vote. That is the kind of orientation they have. And your party, PRP, PDP, we know PDP, we know APC. How do you think you are going to match with two of them as far as vote ban is concerned?
Thank you, my brother. The first thing we did was in our consultative meetings. Like I said, you have to identify the baseline, and the baseline in Ondo State now to win an election is to buy it. But let me show you. In 2020, just about 34% of the registered voters voted, and APC won with 16.6%. Of 1.8 million plus. Discount 500,000 away or off. Say, oh, they've died, their voters card is lost and everything. You had about 700 to 750 sunshiners in thousands that defied that money there and did not come out to vote. They are disappointed, they are angry with the system, but they have not lost the Ondo man in them. Those are the people we are facing first. And we already have our tentacles down. These guys actually will be shocked, even if they call for election today. I'm telling you today. The meeting we had earlier were the women from across the state. They are coordinators. Special training, special interaction with the candidates. Because there is a particular part of our strategy that is to be unveiled, and I will not mention it now. We have unveiled it to them. They are moving home with it. If I call for election today, they won't believe what hits them. They are waiting for everybody. We put our billboards outside. They started tearing it. The one in Agogo, they went and removed it. The Ondo State Ministry of the Advertising Agency is claiming people should pay 1.5 million, 2.5 before we can put our banner outside. And I said, show me the receipt that you used to collect that of Governor Ayedatiwa, and then we will pay. And that money must not be to you or to anywhere. It must be to the state treasury. That they took the remitter receipt to you to collect the receipt. Show me the receipt of every aspirant of the APC that was out traveling this state up and down, canvassing for votes to their delegates while we were doing the same. That gave you the right to go and remove our, eventually they turn it at Agogo in particular. And we are in talk. Some our people will hear it. You see these things they are doing, this, what do I call it? Is the struggling of a drowning man. How can you attempt? And that's why I said even the governor is not a Democrat. People cannot campaign freely. You want to be a governor at force, or by force. Local governments, you don't want them so that you too can see it as a big guy this time around. Over local government for it will come to you. It will come to you. It will come. You will be in office then. Konsheku, hallelujah, and one of those who is canvassing that our governors must not die again in Jesus' name. We even need their experience. But please, as to vote buying, we have gone far. I just gave you statistics. Later, I want to go buy what you want to learn. àwọn tó gba 2000 the last time báyìí tó fi ṣe bẹ̀ báyìí 2000 yẹn ò ra kóńgò ẹ̀wà. Kóńgò ẹ̀wà is now 3000. Olóyin ẹ̀wà olóyin is small. So ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gbowó òṣèlú gan báyìí kó tó dìbò ó mọ̀ pé òṣì lòún gbà á ní gbowó òṣì. Bó bá fún ẹni nǹkan o lè gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn, bó bá jẹ́ brothers and sisters ẹni o lè gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn. But we know this time around our people will act according to their heart of Ondo people. We are people with pride. And it's already working. And I said, let them call for election today. They won't know what it's them. Even today, across the state, the way their aspirants were running up and down that time is the way we were moving. Is the way we were moving. We've interfaced with the people at my level. We cannot be doing things without research. We are not telling you any of our interventions that we have no research over. And that is why we even have the number of commissioners we are going to have. It's not a political office. It is an intervention office. If you are not qualified for it, you don't feel it. Let's give the political offices to the people down there so that they can coordinate themselves. It is a government of the people, not of the father by the wife and for their children.
So probably my last question. The issue of minimum wage is so hot in the town now. Some governors are saying they cannot pay. Some are saying the amounts the labor are agitating for are not sustainable. The likes like that. What is your position about the 250,000 naira being demanded by the labor and the 57,000 naira that the governors forum said they are going to pay? If you eventually become the governor, how will you address that?
Sorry, I'm eager to answer you. In nearby state under Governor Obaseki, it's already paying 7. But I will answer that question this way. As of today, nobody can tell clearly even the revenue of this government. Even you, the press people, whatsoever they tell you is what they want to pay. But this is what we will do in Ondo. Every grown-up man that has grown-up children probably is doing what I am going to say now. Kids come. This is the income of this family. And these are the things we need to do. Can we all plan it together, please? These guys are sunshiners. When they do not see me, making my son the project monitoring DG, when Ondo State Labour will not see me, making my wife the deputy governor, de facto. When they do not see my family members running government, and when they do not see me carrying the road of my hometown alone, when they do not see me drinking expensive wine in the government house, why mother and child hospital that was a model died? Labour will sit down, we will plan this state together. I just told you something. I said, even commissionership is intervention offices, not political offices. Labour, you see all of them, all the power blocks will nominate professionals into these offices. And that is why we say we will run a highly inclusive government, but with an extreme political will. We will be consultative. We will dare things that people do not think we will ever do in Ondo State. I have told us, do you know how much federal government is using to sponsor our Hajj? I have announced it in Ondo State over and over again. We will cancel it. If you want to go and pray on your own. The man that goes to the government is not paying their transport fee. We won't pay for you if you go to Mecca to go and pray. We won't pay for you if you go to Jerusalem to go and pray too. We won't pray for you. We won't pay for you. Go and do it yourself. In fact, the Quran wants the Muslim to go on his own accord. If I send you, I am the owner of the ladder. Now, all the ladder that they have been collecting, what have we gained from it? Bad roads. Is God the liar, no Africa? And Nigeria and China. We will cancel all these things that is wasting our money. In fact, our party is against imperialism. Whatsoever is making us smaller, so that other people can grow more than us, it's an aberration in Ondo State. We will not accept it again. So, please, Labour and the government in Ondo State will sit down. Do you see quarrel in Edo? There is no quarrel. Somebody has been able to sit down with the members of his household. Let the federal government sit down with his own people and stop this wastefulness. And stop it. And discuss. And let labor leaders be truthful to their members. We owe it to the people we are leading to be truthful. When these people see, they are educated people, they are educated. Let them see the truth. We will show you. There was something Baba Messenger was doing while in office. They used to give a periodic report of even what states are getting. It suddenly stopped. Or anything can just happen another APC. You don't even know the direction of things. I'm a system person, my brother. If it's unpredictable, it's not safe. Even if it is a state that is going to run it, we will sit down with labor, and I bet you whatsoever that this state can afford, they will take it. You know, when you know your wife is not going to die because she's pregnant, you know your kid will attend a good school, and you don't see the governor and his family members fronting stupid money that belongs to all of us together. You will accept what has been jointly agreed on, and we will move in the direction, because you see, cash put into your hand does not necessarily make you wealthy. It is what we take it from your hand that matters, and everything is taking it from our people. Èló ló ń ta tomatoes báyìí márùn-ún ẹ̀yin obìnrin Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú. Sir, even if you give the civil servant 250,000 today, you know some of them are earning as high as 75 plus. Go and ask them how they are spending it. The level of need at the grassroots is so alarming that if you are driving a car, going to village is like going to commit crime. The level of needs that will face you, and if you are humane, you will have to respond to them to the level of your power. When the people at home knows what is going on in the government, and the derivatives of governance is with them, they won't ask you. They won't. Our people do not see, my brothers and sisters, they are not asking for too much. They just want to have their peaceful environment. They are normal wage and can sleep at night and salary from the other day he slashed off 15,000 naira. Low slash the palliative. It's even an insult to give palliative. Maybe I will close on this. Palliative owó àgbẹ̀, but tó jẹ́ pé ìjọba ló ń fún yàn, ó ló ń jẹ́ palliative. Kì í ṣàtọrọ jẹ. In a normal client, it should be bail out. But which business will they bail out in Ondo? Which business? Which factory is left there that they can bail out? It should be bail out. So if òṣèlú tì wọ́n, a máa fún yín ní 30,000 naira lóṣooṣù. It's even a route to stealing. Okay, ẹni mélòó lẹ́tí fún 30,000 lóṣù yìí, wọ́n lè kọ 100 síbẹ̀. When in actual sense, wọ́n lè kọ 1,000. When in actual sense, they have given 30,000 to 50. But I want to slash 15. Who is deceiving whoself? Aren't we tired? Want to slash 50 kúrò, but nígbà tó ti jẹ́ owó alágbe, what will our people say? Thanks so much.
Another question? Another question?
No.
On this, we'll round up